and welcome to Peacemakers. Great to have you along for the ride today. Something just popped into my mind that I want to share with you as I was thinking about being relevant. It came up in something I was listening to, and the whole relevance movement with Rob Bell and the emergent church, and how Christianity needs to change to be relevant, to be palatable to the society it finds itself living in. I got thinking about that, and really, let's explore the idea of being relevant first of all. Now, your teacher at school, to what degree are they relevant to your life? Well, they have control over the grades you will receive. They have a significant level of relevance. Your parents have a tremendous level of relevance in your life. And if you're a parent, then your children have a tremendous amount of relevance to you. So the family, just by default, is incredibly relevant. And then people who educate us, people who train us, certainly do have a degree of relevance. Beyond that, our municipal government, and beyond that, in my case, a provincial government, yours might be a state government, and then beyond that, the federal government, all have decreasing levels of relevance in our lives. They make the laws of the land, but how much do our lives truly change from one leader to another? We had a very strong, wise, conservative man, Stephen Harper, removed from office, and I'm not going to say anything about Trudeau, but a radical change from Harper. And it really hasn't impacted my life directly in any significant way. He's making changes to the nation of Canada that are quite disturbing. But at the same time, is my life being impacted? Very small, in very small ways. So the relevance of Trudeau in my life is small. The relevance of our provincial government, even though I disagree strongly, is still quite small. Our municipal government, they can impact my property tax, my home value, things like that. A little more significant, but not overwhelming. Now, what about that teen idol, or that sports star, or that diva, or that actor or actress who seems to have so much sway over our society? If they did not exist, what would be the change in your life? How drastically would your life be changed as a result of them ceasing to exist? Well, frankly, very little to not at all. In terms of relevance, these so-called cultural leaders are nothing. They hold very little relevance, but we don't treat them like that. We treat them as they're the most important thing going. And they almost have a godlike control over society and what they should dress like, how they should behave, what they should eat, what products they should wear. They're given this tremendous carte blanche relevance, which is ridiculous. It's mindless. Now, thinking once again in terms of relevance, I want you to consider Jesus Christ. In the scope of history, there is and never will be a more relevant person. That each and every man, woman, and child born from the beginning till the end, everyone, will have a personal dealing with Jesus Christ. Either we will receive His gospel and accept Him as Lord and be born again and be saved, or we will reject Him and be damned. There is one name under heaven by which men can be saved. That name is Jesus Christ. If you understand what a covenant is, and that you can't break a covenant without there being a death, and that humanity as a whole was dead, only Jesus Christ had a life to lay down to break the covenant that mankind had with Satan. The only possible way of breaking that covenant is the one man, Jesus Christ. Now, how's that for relevance? He has become the true gate, the true doorway to salvation for all mankind. There's no other way. There's no other name. How's that for relevance? How is that for central to the human story? You see, where society is right now is irrelevant. It's a bunch of madmen spinning around in a toilet bowl of confusion, and it's irrelevant, and it's mindless, and it's going to hell. The Christian church is foolish if it thinks it needs to conform to the madness. In fact, if you read in Romans 1, beginning about verse 21, you see that this society right now is under a curse from God. They've rejected God, they've pushed God out, and a result of that is you become wise in your own eyes, which they certainly are, but at the same time as you think of yourself as wise, you actually become a total fool, which you can see in this gender madness and all the weird programs, and anyone who thinks that we need to conform to this culture to be relevant is a madman and a lunatic, and should not be leading their own family pet, let alone Christians. So the most relevant person in history is Jesus Christ. He is in fact the doorway, the center of humanity, the only name under heaven by which we can be saved. How is that for relevance? And if you are a Christian, you are the light bringer to your generation. You are the truth bearer. You are the one in this time to bring the name of Jesus Christ to the lost and the dying. How's that for relevant? How's that for what a tremendous honor it is to live in a mad and crazy world with the privilege of bearing the word of Jesus Christ. So don't go along with the fools who say that the church needs to change and conform to a wicked and perverse nation. Jesus Christ is relevance. Nothing else matters. Everything else pales in comparison. And if you are born again, you are a light bringer to your generation. That's pretty relevant. So I want you to celebrate who Jesus Christ is, to understand that He is the precious center of the whole story of humanity. He is the pinnacle of relevance. We don't need to be, we don't need to wear skinny jeans and be hipsters. That's a little bit lame. We need to honor Jesus Christ and realize and hold fast to the truth that He is relevance in a nutshell. God bless you and have an awesome day.